Okay, jetzt.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Ah, ja. Okay. Die Nacht. Mal gucken, ob da ein Unwald kommt.
Shh. Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there. Mr. Holmes, come and see what we've caught in our net.
Mr. Holmes?
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here, waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Your time.
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but I... Yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Okay. Untersuchen Sie den Mord an Peter Carey. Müssen Sie mal nach Scotland Yard fahren. Ist schon der nächste Morgen, wenn ich mich nicht irre. Jo.
Mr. Holmes?
Ja. Für seine persönlichen Gegenstände.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Ah, in die Asservatenkammer. Thank you. In die Asservatenkammer müssen wir. Wo ist die Asservatenkammer? Da ist sie nicht.
Locked.
Geht's da auch noch irgendwo hin? Ist das hier die Asservatenkammer? Sieht so aus. Ah, da sind
These are
seine
the
Gegenstände.
suspect's belongings.
Ein Ring.
and partner, 1883. From R. Dawson. To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer. A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. A handkerchief with the initials J.H.M. The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
Ah, okay. Das haben wir geschafft. So, jetzt gehen wir mal mit dem Typen reden. Nee, von da sind wir gekommen. Ich schätze mal, der ist hier. Ach so.
Mr. Holmes?
Da ist er doch. Ach, was für ein Spiel.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
No, I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Der Goldring.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Never mind.
Ups. Eins fehlt noch. Eins fehlt noch. Halt! Okay. Das haben wir auch abgeschlossen. Das haben wir doch.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please let me go. I'm innocent.
Okay. So. Ha, das hat zusammengepasst. Oh Gott, jetzt geht das wieder los. Auswahl aufheben. R durchsuchen. Hier in die Blechkiste. Auch nicht. Auch nicht. Oh. Da passt was zusammen wieder. Oh, ich bin immer als happy, wenn das zusammenpasst. Ach ey.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Ho, 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 ho. Okay. Dann müssen wir in die Baker Street zu Dr. Watson. Okay. Wo ist denn Dr. Watson? Da ist er.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Schwein rumschnibbeln.
Goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should go quite nicely.
Okay. Jetzt müssen wir zum Metzger. Ach nee, erstmal die Harpune holen. Okay, jetzt müssen wir ja sowieso erstmal das Experiment durchführen. Okay. Wo ist die Harpune? Da ist die Harpune. Ist die Leiche jetzt weg? Die fängt doch schon an zu stinken.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Jetzt fahren wir zum Metzger. Okay, da ist das Schwein. Ja,
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
oh Gott, ich bin auch nicht
You
gut
should
zu
aim
werfen
for the
von
mark
Harpunen.
in order to perform the most reliable test.
Oh Gott.
Holmes, you should try to aim better.
Ugh.
And throw as hard as you can.
Quadratmeil dagegen. Daneben. Na. Ha. Geschafft. Ich hab nur
This is the
Fischspieß.
best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Of course. Okay. Aufgespießt an der Wand. Nötige Kraft, ja. krieg jetzt nicht zusammen. Das passt nicht zusammen. Das passt nicht zusammen. Okay. Jetzt haben wir ja was gefunden wieder. Jetzt gucken wir mal. Fahren wir mal wieder dahin zurück. Oh, die Hellleitung. Aber da kriegen wir ja nichts zusammen. Im Moment. Nee. Müssen wir hier mal kicken, was wir hier machen. Mal die Frau fragen. Mit der Frau sprechen. Mit der Gattin. Ob die John Dingens kennt? Mal sehen.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Okay, das war offensichtlich falsch. Also fahren wir zum Scotland Yard. Rätsel und logisch denken. Oh weia, oh weia. Dass ich die Sachen immer spiele. Da waren wir ja drin.
Locked.
Locked.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Oh, alles schon.
Never mind. Well, I will see you soon, young man. Locked.
Locked. Das ist der Dingenskirchen.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Die hatten wir alle schon. Da ist auch nichts los.
locked.
Ach Mensch, ja, da waren wir doch auch schon. Da waren wir auch da. Na, nein. Ich wollte ja das Notizbuch öffnen. Okay, jetzt müssen wir wohl ins Archiv. In sein Archiv.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
Ja, nee, war klar. Ich habe ja gar keinen Fortschritt.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
Oh. Na toll.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one. That is not. That is not the one I need.
Das hat ja alles mit Geschichte zu tun.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
Ja.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Zeitungen. Ups. Briefe, nein, Briefe, Zeitungen. 1883. Da. Ah,
Here it is.
okay.
Now I begin to understand that young man's story. but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Okay. Jetzt fahren wir wieder nach Scotland Yard. Zum Dingenskirchen. Okay, jetzt müssen wir ihn noch mal befragen. Gott, der hockt immer noch in dem Zimmer da drin. Ups. Ah. Na, geh schon runter. Ups. Dawson.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Wem gehört
So,
der Ring?
Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Tja, ist ja auch Mr. Holmes.
Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Okay, also müssen wir wieder in die Baker Street. Können wir hier auch was herleiten noch? Der Hund.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
British Empire.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
Ups. Was war das hier? Was war das eben? Forschungsberichte.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive. I can all.
Okay, hier können wir also nichts machen, wie ich das so sehe.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Schön. Ups.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
Scotland Yard waren wir doch gerade. So. Ja. Das Schiffslogbuch. Ah, okay, wir müssen wieder zum Dingenskirchen. Ja, zum Dingenskirchen. Zur Woodman's Lane. Na. Um die Logbücher zu lesen. Ich spiele ein Spiel mit ganz viel Rätseln. Na, ach ja. Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher. Gut, die Leiche ist weg. Das hatten wir ja schon. Wir wollen die Logbücher. Da ist das
This
wieder.
place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was large.
Wo ist denn das Logbuch? Ah, danke, wer? Ja, Frau. Na,
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn.
Mit einem
The
Toten.
first two of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Ach hey. Nein. Okay. Besetzung der Sea Unicorn finden. Es Wiggins suchen. Haben wir noch ein paar Herleitungen? Nee, noch nicht. Jetzt müssen wir Wiggins. Wer ist eigentlich Wiggins? Der Hund heißt Tobi.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard,
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
and who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll
That's all.
receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Das glaube ich ja nicht. Na, also.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Okay. Scotland Yard. Also irgendwie hat das was, das Spiel. Ich kann mir vorstellen, dass etliche Leute das sehr langweilig finden, aber ich höre ja auch nicht mehr auf, dann so mal zu spielen. Ups. Hä?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, The constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you.
Breathtaking.
Ja, es erwarten kann. Ups. Ja. Na,
These are the suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5. The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
okay. Jetzt müssen wir den Liam wirklich verhören. Okay, dann verhören wir den. Hä? Sind Kinder da? Ach, da ist er ja.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
Fehlt eins. Die Hände. Hände eines Gärtners. Okay.
That's all for now.
Alles klar. Und an dieser Stelle Zeit für ein Break. Vielleicht gefällt es ja dem einen oder anderen.